everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Okamiden. In the last episode, we met Kagura, even though she's kind of a douche, but that's okay because we needed a partner, and I'll take what I can get. But this little girl's being attacked by demons. However, as you can see, they're the demons from way back when, and if you thought that they were weak last time we fought them, and this is, by the way, technically where we're supposed to, I guess, be introduced to Kagura's style of fighting, but we technically already did that, so we're cheaters, but that's okay. Like I said, if you thought they were weak last time, we upgraded our sword last time, and now just watch this. Just watch this. Green Imp, fully charged light sword. Get ready for it, get ready for it, get ready. Bam! Dead. One shot. Just, that's so freaking strong that, of course, I get hit, so I lose my perfect ranking because I'm a freaking idiot. Gotta quickly, I'm sure those paper fans are gonna kill him, so let's quickly get rid of the, this thing so we can get the demon bone from him, because that's important. So quickly cut him, quickly get the demon bone, and all as well. Like I said, if you hit someone after, the only problem with Kagura is, if you kill her and she does her her attack, basically if you hit anyone after you've killed them, you will not be able to then finish them off with brush skill in order to get the demon bone. So for example, you know, we hit him in midair. If one of her fans hit him in midair before we hit him with the power slash, we would not be able to get the demon bone. So make sure you do that. Anyway, like if you remember last time, Chi's new name is Pooch. Which, given all the other names he gets throughout the game, I think Pooch is probably the most favorable for him. The other ones are even worse. I mean, Squiddy, yeah, that's pretty bad. Mutt, I mean, do I need to say more about Mutt? Mutt is generally pretty bad. But anyway, this is going to be the introduction of the new dungeon, the Playhouse, because like we saw last time, the Playhouse has been taken over by demons because everyone loves theater. But we're going to learn about Kagura a bit more. And as you can see, she takes a lot of offense to not being normal. Now this is going to be a theme of this entire dungeon, is Kagura, I guess. We're going to learn more and more about why she has this whole desire to be normal, and it's going to be a lot of character progression. This is actually like a dungeon that's like full of character progression. It's actually really cool in that way, so I really do like this dungeon. And I end up liking Kagura as a character because by the end of this, you're going to like her too, because she becomes pretty freaking awesome. I mean, she seems like a total douchebag now. I think that's that's the designer's intent. You start off and you're like, wow, she's a total douche, I hate her. But you'll see. Now, as you can see, Kagura's special thing, Nanami had water, Kuni really didn't have anything because he's freaking Kuni, and all he needs is a sword, that's all you really need. But Kagura, what she can do, is she can, anyone can walk across spirit floors, but she can see them, and that's important because you need to have, basically, you're going to want to have Kagura on your back. As you can see, red ones you cannot walk across, only Kagura can. There will be yellow ones later on that both can walk across, though, so keep that in mind. We're going to have to use the vine to get across here. Basics of Vine 101, we're going to be using that quite often. But Kagura's special thing is being able to basically walk across, or to be able to see spirit floors, and then of course you can walk across the red ones of her only. So this entire dungeon is going to basically be, and also obligatory, rejuvenation segment is obligatory, so we're going to go ahead and do that. But this whole dungeon is going to be about those spirit floors, memorizing where they are while Kagura is on your back, letting her off the back, they disappear, then you have to draw the correct guidance within, so that she stays on the path. Kind of a bit tricky, you'll see what I mean as we get more and more into the dungeon. I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool puzzle concept to base the dungeon around. And there's going to be one other element which I'm going to explain in just a minute. All we're just going to do now is quickly save. You can see ice. As if you haven't had enough of a hint. As if I hadn't hinted enough what we're going to be getting in this dungeon. And of course it is a dungeon. It's Kagura's dungeon. It has, brush power, a boss, the whole shebang. But as you can see, they have moving floors as well in this Playhouse / Purgatory. I'm going to call it Playhouse because that's what the official dungeon name is, I believe. But you can also call it Purgatory. But as you can see, moving floors, conveyor belts, they also work in the air. You can't even jump to get past them, so it's literally a one-way only place. You can only go in the direction of the conveyor belt. Obviously going to be an important part of this dungeon. Going to be pretty much used in conjunction with the spirit floors to create some pretty interesting puzzles. Like I said, I do really like this dungeon. It might even, I think I'd call it my favorite dungeon in the whole game. I think I would, actually. It's pretty fun. I mean, the puzzles kind of get a bit obnoxious, but all in all, it's not too bad. The boss is pretty cool. The power, of course, is pretty cool. Ha, I kind of made a little joke there, but I'm not going to spoil anything. As you can see, Kagura is, the little message from her parents saying, escape while you can, the theater has been taken over by demons, blah, blah, blah. Demons? Really? No way. I thought it would be pigs, like in Minecraft. But nope, it's demons, of course. And of course, knowing Kagura, she's just like, nope, no one tells me what to do. I'm not going to listen to my parents. Kids, don't listen to your parents. Go out and save the world. No, actually, you probably should listen to your parents. They probably know what's best for you, assuming. Anyway, so Chibi yawns because he doesn't want to see the Playhouse. He doesn't care about theater at all. But Kagura won't have any of that. And Kagura, especially early on in this dungeon, she's going to be bullying Chibi around a lot. Chibi's not here because he wants to. Kagura just has him on a leash. Quite literally. Well, not quite literally, but it's a dog. That was a funnier metaphor than I thought, and then I kind of ruined it. But, you know what I mean. But, well, not in the, like, I like her, so I'm sense. It's more like the, oh my god, she's gonna kill me if I don't, so whip sounds. Anyway, there's a merchant here, so, there's nothing to buy here, but, just in case you're wondering if there's something to buy here, there's nothing to buy here. So, yeah, moving on. We're going to go ahead and go to this next section where we're going to start learning a bit more about Kagura. But first, cutscene, because this is kind of the main part of this. Well, actually, the entire part of this dungeon is going to be setting up the stage. You'll see why in a little bit. They'll give an explanation as to why we need to set up the stage. But basically, the items over there, and we need, and most importantly, the stage is revolved the wrong way. So we're going to have to re-revolve the stage to make it facing the correct direction, and so on and so forth. You'll see why soon enough. But yes, that's going to be the basic gist of this dungeon. Kind of cool theater stuff. I mean, I kind of like how this dungeon, you know, it's not like go from point A to point B. It's sort of like, you know, all revolved around this sort of, you know, well, not really mechanic, but just this sort of goal, which is kind of cool. I mean, like, for example, the 5-stepper goes definitely point A to point B. Anyway, demon attack from above! But Kagura has magic powers! Yes! Well, this explains the not normal part. Yeah, I don't think creating force fields of electricity is normal, but basically, Kagura has magic powers. It'll be explained what they are later. You know, the whole Japanese lure, you know, spiritual powers sort of thing. Obviously, you know, makes a lot of sense that they've had, you know, magical powers sort of humans in the past. Well, have they really? I don't know. They've had definitely, you know, the theme of humans having more than natural abilities. So this should really come in no surprise at all. Hey, get off me, dude. Power Slash, get off me. It's like I mentioned before, if you ever get trapped by an enemy, Power Slash is like 99% of the time the way to get out of it. So just Power Slash for victory, and then we're gonna bomb this guy's face. We fought these guys before, nothing big, but because we're in a dungeon, I'll show off all the fights, because they're mandatory, so I may as well. And then we'll just go ahead and beat this guy up as well. Can we get the Kagura combo? Yes, we can. It's gonna blow that guy up. He got in the way of the paper fan. Then again, he was doomed anyway. I mean, yeah, you could just wait for them to die, but it's so satisfying to just jump up and hit them in the face and watch them explode. Exploding things, why is it so satisfying? I don't know. But when you're playing video games, you just want to blow shit up. Some people just want to watch the world burn, unless you're playing a video game, which everyone wants to watch the world burn, because it's just something you can't do in real life. I guess that's the whole draw of video games, you know, things you can't do in real life, such as burning things to the ground. Or drawing bombs and having them spontaneously appear. I suppose that also can't appear in real life. But Chibi's sort of staring at Kagura awkwardly because he's like, dude, magic powers. Yeah, kind of a bit interesting. No, I definitely saw electricity, Kagura. You really can't pass that off as a coincidence. Like, oh, I just repelled everyone away, but you saw nothing. However, the entertaining thing is, basically, as you can see, she's going to be hypersensitive about this whole normalcy thing. She wants her powers to be a secret for some reason. I mean, it makes sense. If you have special powers, you want to be treated differently. You want to be treated just like a normal kid. You know, it's sort of like the whole cliche, I'm special, but I want to be normal sort of thing. And then, you know, learning to embrace her specialness. And this is how she beats up Chibi. She shakes his head rapidly. I don't know, that would hurt. If someone took your head and started, like, shaking it back and forth, like, aggressively like that, that would be a bit disorienting. Good style, Kagura. That's one way to get someone in shape. Although if I was Chibi, I would just get the hell out of Dodge right now and run the hell away. However, we're going to meet. No, this cutscene isn't over. This dungeon does have a crap ton of cutscenes. We're not even close to the end of cutsceneville here. But basically, we're going to learn about the stagehand. Basically, one of the mechanics of this is there's going to be captured stagehands that have been corrupted by evil or whatever, the evil stagehands of death. But we're going to have to go ahead and rescue them. You'll see why once again in just a bit. We're going to have to revolve the stage. Basically, demons have taken over, blah, blah, blah. In order to get the head hunters to appear, though, we have to prepare the stage for, basically, we have to prepare the stage for them. You know, we have to make them want to come put out a show, and thus they will reveal themselves. So basically, we need to prepare the stage so we get our boss fight. That's pretty much how it works. Anyway, random gear is random, coming down from the sky, about to kill the stagehand, but of course, you know, we don't have enough of Kagura's powers, so let's have some more of them as she saves him with the gear. And then we get this really awkward cut. I don't really understand the point of this cutscene. Like, we've already established, okay, you have magical powers. And then we just have this, like, 2-minute long moment where Kagura is just, like, very slowly going, like, I can't hold it. Too strong, dying, so close. Like, you're just freaking speaking like Captain Kirk or something. I don't know. Like, this cutscene just drags on for no reason. It doesn't accomplish anything. All it has is Chibi basically saving her ass, which I guess is supposed to, you know, be the start of the two of them becoming friends. But as you're gonna see in a little bit, well, it doesn't quite work that way. This just drags on forever. She's just. Like, how many times did it say, help me? Come on, just go help her. Chibi, what the hell are you doing? You're taking way too long. And of course, instead of using something epic like Power Slash or Bomb, or, you know, any of those brush skills, he decided to just go ahead and use his head. Except he's not really using his head, he's being a dumbhead. That kind of didn't really work. Anyway, so instead of, you know, furthering their friendship, she gets angry at him for saving her life. Like, okay, so what was the point of this whole cutscene? Except for the fact that now the stagehand knows, but that's not even going to be a major plot point, because no one really cares. Like, it's just, I guess they just wanted to, like, further establish that she's scared of her powers or something like that. But we already established that, so that's not really that necessary. Like, we already know, yes, she doesn't like her powers. We got that the first time. And of course, it's kind of funny, because now she does this. I don't think that would be as painful as the head thing. The head thing would probably be a little bit more painful, but that I guess would be a little disorienting. You can't remember his own name now. Oh goody, yep, gave him amnesia. And now, no, how is he going to tell you how to move the set? He clearly doesn't remember anything after you brutally abused him, poor guy. But this is why we're going to need extra stagehands, because everything in this game is too heavy for one person to operate for some strange freaking reason. Like the whole crank back in Hannah Valley. You need like 10 people for that little crank. And then this, you know, oh, let's not make the stage be able to revolve with one person. Oh, heavens no. Let's make it so 4 people are necessary to revolve all of them. And those people obviously don't include a kid and a dog. So we're going to have to find 3 more stagehands. Luckily, they're not really, I mean, they're all in sort of a linear path that sort of loops around here. So it's really not that big of a deal. But it's like, okay, sure, 4. I mean, you could just had him loop around to hit a switch to make it work. You didn't really need the stagehands, although stagehands are going to be sort of, as you saw, our means of, I guess, boss, or not boss, but just having to fight demons. Anyway, we need to start that conveyor belt first, so that happened. I actually accidentally went upstairs, didn't really mean it, but while I'm up here, I may as well just go ahead and show off. As you can see, there's also a path over here, but we can't go there yet because we can't do stuff with ice yet, but we will soon enough. Soon! Oh, so soon. Except, not like next episode soon, not like now soon. But that's okay. We're gonna head over here and sort of start this whole section where we find the stagehands, because that's the first section of this dungeon. It really has like 2 sections, and then the boss, and section 1 is the stagehand section. So as you can see, there's of course the yellow ones. Like I said, the yellow ones you can basically stand on, so that's all fine. Danny will just go ahead and get her, and look at that, no falling. And this is the thing over here. These switches over here will activate the conveyor belts, or in other cases, they'll reverse the direction of the conveyor belts. You have to hit them with your weapon to turn them on. That's really like to do. So different kinds of switches, I suppose. But using conveyor belts, you can actually get a bigger jump, which you can use to jump that gap. You can't do it normally. And then stuff happens. We get some spirit floors. Why would you have... Okay, so why do you have the entire backstage be a bunch of pits and stuff, and then you have like spirit floors littered around to connect them, so only spirited people can see these floors? I mean, I guess it's because Kagura has the magical powers. It's sort of, I guess, goes in hand for being able to see those spirit floors. But I'm sort of giving myself a little leeway here, because as you can see, we need to. This is where we start combining the conveyor belts with this thing. We need to basically activate the conveyor belts while she's walking over there because they only hold if you step on them. And that's going to be generally what happens. We're going to generally have to maneuver Chibi around to help Kagura make it. We'll just bring her across there, and I gave her a little time to stall there so I can get some time to get here. And then she goes across, and then you're done. And then she gets hit in the face, which is really unfortunate. I guess I should probably kill that guy. Basically, when you need to kill those guys, you just reflect their stuff. So Power Slash from like 10 miles away, and he's already dead. You're going to find those kind of turret enemies very often. They're very common throughout the game. You just have to always repel their bullets. This is just the simplest version. We're going to get much tougher versions throughout the game. So, those turret guys, they're going to become our common enemies. Like, I feel like the first two dungeons really don't have the same sort of style as the other ones do. Like, you know, turrets everywhere and crazy stuff going on. This is where we really start getting to, like, the more typical sorts of dungeons we're going to see in this game with, like, turrets and other sorts of enemies that interfere with your guidance and stuff like that. I mean, the whole meat and potatoes of the game. But as you can see, now you just switch to turn on the fire. And one thing to note, by the way, as we're going to see in a little bit, fire and vine do not go very well together. So if you try to draw a vine here, Chibi's just going to get roasted because he's going to vine right into the fire. And as you can see, since there's two of them, there's really no way you can manage this. I'm going to try it anyway, just because, you know, I'm crazy like that. And bam, he's gone. So, generally you do not want to do that. So thus we need to find a way to turn off the fire. But we have these things called switches around here. So, pretty obvious how we're going to deal with that. Come on, Kagura. Walk faster. Okay, good. She got on it. And then these things are just going to... Why do you have fire-spewing masks in your theater? Like, what kind of theater is this? You have spirit floors and conveyor belts and pits and fire-spewing masks and stuff like that. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. But Masterpiece Part 3, it's right here, so we're going to get that Masterpiece, and then we're going to be all good to go. I guess, I don't think there's anything here that's missable. I mean, you can get Kagura again. I guess if you don't have Kagura, the whole spirit floors thing might be a bit of a problem, but I'm sure you can probably find a way to manage. But just pick it up while you're here, because there's no reason not to. I mean, we're not going to be here again, so get everything the first time. Who cares if it's missable or not? It's best to get things when you can. And there's going to be our first stagehand, so we're going to go ahead and fight this dude, because what else do we have to do with our lives besides fight stagehands in epic battles to the death? It is clearly an important part of our daily lives. And it's just going to be one of these dudes. We've fought this whole combination before. We kill this guy, we get the water, we use water spout, we kill the fire eye, and then, you know, so on and so forth. So hopefully we get the, give us some water. We need some water. Some water, please. Thank you. Or ice crystals, where the heck these things are. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this guy off while I'm here. Because he's low, might as well get him out of the way so he's not causing problems. Guts just spewed everywhere. Kind of disgusting. But hopefully we can finish this guy off. Here's what you don't want to do, by the way. You really don't want to have your ice crystal on the opposite ends, or really on any of the sides. You really want to try to get in the middle if you can, because now I have to walk all the way over here to kill him. And now I need to try to make it back before it's the ground and hit the ground. Can we get it? Can we still get it? No, we can't get it. So I did miss out on 3 demon bones. Not the biggest deal in the world. There's still plenty of time to get demon bones, and even if I don't get them, I can always grind for more of them, so it's really not that big of a deal. They're really only going to be used to upgrade. There's really only one use for the demon bones, and how many have I had before? 20, 15? So I really only need like 10 anyway, I think. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think the next one, the last one with demon bones is 15 demon skins and 10 demon bones, if I remember correctly. So really not that big of a deal to have to get those. I'll certainly make do. Anyways, onwards with a new kind of enemy. These enemies are kind of annoying. Basically, if you leave Kagura on her own, they're going to basically attack her. So basically, while you're doing guidance, they're going to try to kill her. And thus we're going to use Power Slash, because Power Slash is the cure for everything. To stop them. So Power Slash these guys. They break in half. Kagura gets to move on, and all is well. Of course, we're going to find harder versions of those guys later that won't be so easy to get rid of. But we're still learning the basics. The basic sort of puzzles and all that crazy sort of stuff. This dungeon is just silly. You have rotating thingamabobbers in this theater. Just crazy stuff. But like as you can see, back to the whole memorization thing. It's getting slightly more tricky the more we go. So this whole section is going to be about the conveyor belts thing. Section 2 doesn't really have any of this spirit floor conveyor belt stuff. So as we can see, we need to once again do keep the conveyor belts back. And I think the path is something like this. Yes, maybe. You can tell if it worked if your whole path shows up. If you drew her off the pit, the path won't even show up, so then you'll know you screwed up. So I guess if you see the path's not complete, stop her early. You know, look at the spirit path again, rememorize it, and go from there. And I see fire. And fire is bad, but there's the path for this. As you can see, we can turn the fire that way. So I think it's something like this, and then over here, and then down here. I think this should be good. And indeed it is. Okay, good. So we turn off the fire. I should have drawn on to go on the switch, because obviously we need to get the switch to break the mask. Because, you know, fire-breathing masks are the most important part of any theater. Just any theater. You need those masks. They are a key to your business. You know, better walk the correct path, or we're going to roast you, stagehands. You know, get some good morale going there by killing everyone. But as you can see, we have one of these switches now, which will reverse the direction of both of these. So I have to be a little bit more clever, but not really that much. All you need is just put it the other way for now, and then we'll obviously switch it once Kagura gets across the first one. So really nothing too tough. And I see another stagehand down there. I see you down there, buddy. I know you're there. I know you want to hurt me, but that's okay. Is there one of those? Yeah, there's one of those dudes. Let's get rid of him. I don't like those dudes. They're not fun. They try to scissor my... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Not going there. Not going there. Not going there. No pedo bear here. But they're going to try to cut. Yes, cut. That's totally what I was going to go with. Cut our Kagura. We do not like that. So here's another one of those guys. I like their outfits though. The whole like black evil, just the world's most evil stagehands. They're here to kill everyone. But here we go. We have an ice guy this time. We have no means of fighting him though, so we're just gonna fight him the normal way. Well, I mean we don't have his weakness yet, so we're just gonna fight him the normal way. Once again, if you haven't gotten the hint of what our thing's gonna be yet, well, I guess I don't know. I mean, whatever. We're just gonna get frozen because that's just what we do. We're gonna kill this guy. Get out of here, dude. We do not want you. Just, oh my god, he has such little health left. Get out of here. Goodbye. And with that, guys, we'll save the final stage hand for later because we sort of got the first little loop of this whole section done. So, in the next episode, guys, we are going to rescue some more stagehands, hopefully get a brush power. We're going to rescue the theater. All is going to be good. We're going to get a little more praise in this guy, because in case you haven't noticed, every time you do this, you get praise. Although I don't think we're ever going to get enough to level up in this, unfortunately. I mean, we did just level up last episode, so it's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, guys, stay tuned for more of this dungeon. Bye-bye.